Well, the concept's right, but the execution isn't. And is unfortunate because still some play in there. And then it ended up not being so square after all. Maybe if I loosen the screws up. All right, so let's take a look, see here. Yeah, not quite so square. It doesn't look too bad, like right there, but let me see something. And I'm hoping the sticks I'm listening to through the headphones doesn't come through and give me a strike on this. Put those headphones away. Hopefully they don't get picked up. Yeah, look at that. That's a huge gap. And, I mean, would it... Well, I'm going to press on, although I'm not liking the way this is working out so far. Bummer. Bummer. Well, that one may have turned out worse. There may be some finish work to make that look pretty. All right, I could see when I try one of these again what I need to do different. I can see very clearly that that hole is more center than this one, and it probably corresponds to the rise there. This would have been my chance to kind of level some things out maybe. All right, let's tap these holes. And guess who forgot to hit play? All of those went in so well. And that would have been great film. I was afraid that that was going to be too big, even though I threaded. It didn't want to stay. Yeah, see, that didn't actually, must not have actually cut threads. Bummer on that lost footage though, because this all went right into place real well. Anyway, these, oh, I know. Here we go. Now, I must have miscounted because I thought sure I had purchased enough hardware to do this entire task, but I've got to do this on the other side. Well, not the two center parts. That's just purely decorative, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 12, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5. So whether I wanted to or not, this is going to be where I'm going to have to stop. Okay, so, ouch. Let me just cinch this down and see how it comes into play. I'm just kind of curious. The beauty is these can all be loosened up. Okay, I think I got those all nice and tight. It's just these sides I hadn't screwed down yet. And then that's the back side. And yeah, this didn't quite work out exactly the way I'd hoped. You can see that caused some problems because of the shift there. Yeah, do that, you can definitely see it. Well, bummer. I was hoping that this was going to come out a little bit better. Probably what I'll do is Loctite those in place, or JB weld them in place, and take those nuts off the back. Other than I got to do some cleanup on that lid yet. That would have been legit. That would have been legit. All right, I'm thinking, excuse me, machine parts are probably the way to go on a project like this. All right, to be continued. Just not right now. Well, that looks a little more straight than the other one did. That doesn't look too bad. That looks a little off. And it probably... I've got the template sealed. Sorry about that, cutting out. All right, you can see there's some stuff happening here, but that corresponds to the stuff happening on the opposite corner. This corner looks pretty good, and this corner looks pretty good. This one looks a little raised. This one looks a little raised. So I'm putting it together in an ugly way consistently. So I got that going for me. All right, so let's drill the rest of these holes, and I can tap them out. All right, that's the hardware of the main body, and next would be attaching the lid. Yikes. I'm liking this less and less. It's just it just didn't fit together, and boy, you can really see that inside of here. It didn't fit together the way that it should have. And also, before I do any finish work, probably even before I try to put on that lid, I think I want to bathe this in some warm soapy water, hot soapy watering, get that cutting oil out. I've been thinking as I've been working on this, I mean, I can take my Dremel grinder and, you know, make certain spots flush for sure. Make certain spots flush, but you can see on the inside, I'm thinking I might fill that up with JB Weld or something just to fill those gaps. All right, and I do have two other spots. Speaking of JB Weld, see if this is in frame, because those are too long. I've got a couple of short ones, but because I drilled the larger hole, I can't put those screws in there, but I'll hold them in with JB Weld. All right, I think I'll clean this up. Clean up my workstation for sure. And excuse me. I did a 5K run, the Hauser Lake Icebreaker. Second time I did it, with all the sickness I've been dealing with in 2026, I actually came in slower than I did last year, but I was 34th. I want to say I came in 34th out of 441, something close to that. There was only one person older than me that finished quicker than me, and so that was cool. And one of the things that I'm anxious to do is next year bump up in age category, and who knows, I might even come away with a trophy if I'm able to keep the same speed, same pace I've had. All right, so I'm going to clean stuff up, and then when I come back, the next segment should be attaching lids. All right, so change of mind. Got this thing cleaned and rinsed off, and I was going to think about putting this lid on. I'm going to need to do some finish work first. You can see kind of the gap there, but yeah, I got this. I got to make this top at least smoother, and then I've got to do some finish work on this. I thought I had already done it, but apparently not. All right, so I'm going to do some finish work on this, and I don't know how much of that I'm going to film. I just may film a brief little snippet, taking out that section right there. That would be a good start. Honestly, I wasn't planning on doing a bunch of grinding today. I didn't think I would need to, but so I may not get this all done in one segment for sure, because I'm not dressed I don't have my normal coveralls on and such. All right, much better. In fact, when I take the level across in all directions, for the most part, it's pretty level. But I mean, it's just, yeah, this guy right there, and now that as soon as I put it on camera, all right, I'm gonna make a few more passes and such. Well, I'm going to try to film this above the impending thunderstorm. I think we're getting a bunch of hail right now, so hopefully I can be heard. All right, I've got my lid shaped about the way that I want it on the fronts and on the sides. Of course, I still have this. There's that part of me that thought I should probably just recast it. And I just never really got around to it. And so it hit me in a dream. I got a lot of this Bondo left over. Maybe I should just Bondo that. And I'm going to try that same technique that I used with my mugs. Instead of using clay, though, I'm going to use this tape to kind of tape this off and kind of make a barrier as to where the Bondo is going to stop. And then hopefully I can kind of fill this in with a little bit of Bondo. We'll see what happens, and enjoy the sound if it continues. Okay, got just a little bit more to do. I'm thinking though I might want to do something, even if it's just a ribbon or something, so that this isn't all the way, because I think that might be a little heavy on those little hinges. But it's secure. It latches. It latches. I don't know how much of that last segment, when I switched over to showing this shot, I realized the battery had died. So I might have missed the installation of this part, but that's all right. Okay, not done. A couple more things that I want to do. I'll try to keep this short since I got the furnace going in the background there, and I'll have to check on my metal. But anyway, now here's the finished product. It looks old, or older for sure. The only thing I'm concerned about is whether or not I did a good enough job with the machine, cleaning up the machine oil, because I can see a couple of spots there, and there's a couple of spots there. But on the whole, I can't be too displeased. I kind of like the way that that looks, other than, you know, the big chunk of Bondo there. It helped too to blend the hardware that I put on this, and I don't think I'm too unhappy with it. There's a couple of spots here, but I mean, it looks like it's worn. I think I'm happy. Okay, so there's the bottom, not that that matters, and then the sides again. I wonder about contamination, and then here's the back, which looks almost more dirty than it does anything else. And again, concerns about not getting the machine oil clean. I could see that the stain didn't take on places nearly as well where I did a bunch of grinding. This isn't too bad here, but right along here, there's probably machine oil contamination or something there. I really like that look right there. And again, the hinges kind of blend in a bit more. Perfect? No, not by a long shot. But, you know, maybe it being somewhat askew just kind of adds to it looking old and beat up and such. I'm not unhappy. I've got another demo I want to do. I think I teased that somewhere, and then I want to try this, but in a larger size for a special purpose. All right, that concludes this project. Thanks a whole bunch for watching. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or any such things like that in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Blessings.